this is an exciting time for your son or daughter. They're expressing more interest in tennis. Maybe they're wanting to play on their high school or middle school tennis team, and maybe even say, hey, college might be an opportunity for me in tennis. Within the tennis clinics that we've had, we've identified them as a really standout strong player that could move into maybe a more advanced level of tennis. So this video is intended to educate you about the 3 different tennis tracks. So as we process through this video, think about which track your son or daughter is in right now, and then which track that they want to be in. And then we're gonna be able as tennis pros to help them develop into the player that they want to be. So overall, there's 3 different tennis tracks. The first one is a recreational track. The second one is advanced, and the third one is a college track. So let's start with the recreational track. This student really knows all the rules of tennis. They have all the basic tennis skills. They're not necessarily looking for tennis when they go out to the court for competitive play. They're doing it for more social interaction with their friends. They typically play multiple sports and have extracurricular activities. So maybe they're playing softball and basketball or baseball. Maybe they're in band or in their karate. Their plate's full with other activities. They view tennis more as a lifetime sport. And later in life, they would probably just use tennis to go maybe play in a league, or more just, hey, call up a friend or a neighbor to go play tennis for some exercise. The recreational player, I'll kind of outline it here on the board, they play tennis whenever they kind of feel like it. Like maybe they just pick a spring tennis season where they're doing group lessons 1 to 2 times a week, and then they might enjoy a private lesson, let's see, what did I put, 1 to 2 times a month for the recreational player. The next track is your advanced track. Definitely the student desires to take tennis above the recreational level, but they're not showing a lot of interest in playing in college. They really want to play on their middle school and high school tennis teams. They're most likely dual athletes, so they might play like tennis and baseball, or tennis and basketball, or tennis and marching band. The student later in life, say maybe in college, they might use tennis to play intramural or club tennis. And then once they're an adult, they can join a club and play tennis regularly on a league and take privates and clinics in adult life. The advanced tennis player, they usually pick tennis as their main sport 4 to 6 months out of the year, where they are going to, during that 4 to 6 months, they are going to play tennis group lessons 1 to 2 times a week, private lessons 2 to 4 times a month. They're starting to establish a USTA profile, which is United States Tennis Association, where they go play tournaments, usually just within the state, and they'll do that 2 to 3 times a year. They'll go out and play competitive sets with their friends, either on their tennis team or their neighbors, 2 to 3 sets a week. They'll also play on their high school or middle school tennis team. So that is track 2, your advanced track. The next one is your college track. These are definitely those dedicated players that have decided that they want to play tennis in college. They are going for it. They're, depending on which level, NAIA or D1 that they're going for, there is a wide range there. But most likely they do not have any other extracurricular activities. And they are really working for a USTA ranking, which is what a college coach is really gonna look for, a state, a sectional, and a national level ranking. These students that really kind of specialize going into this college track are usually around the ages of 14 to 15. And at that point, the student will join an appropriate level tennis academy. There are several in Nashville where there's cohorts of students who kind of train, travel, and compete all together. And in this college track, they're really working intently with a tennis coach and a college planner, grooming them for that college level tennis. There is definitely more dedication in this college track, so I'll pull my board back up. This is a year-round commitment for the college track, and during the year, the student will usually do group lessons with same level players 2 to 3 times a week. They'll work with their private tennis coach 1 to 3 times a week. They're actually working really on some agility and strength training 2 to 4 times a week. And that sometimes can be put in there with the private lessons. USTA tournaments, they're traveling around, sometimes even nationally, but state and definitely sectionally, where they're doing 8 to 10 tournaments a year. They're playing competitive sets a week, at least like 3 to 6 competitive weeks, a lot of practice with real match play. And they are typically the best on their high school tennis teams. So there we have it, our 3 tracks. We've got the recreational track, the advanced track, and the college track. The next step is to fill out a survey that is going to help us find the best tennis pro and the best clinics for your son or daughter. So just take a moment, think about which track that they're in right now and then where they want to be, and fill out the survey below.